Hi. So in this video, I'm going to tell you some of my recommendations for No Spend Year and a little bit of my thoughts on it. So whether you're saving, trying to do a No Spend Year for a month, a year, a decade, your entire life, you should always start it with a savings goal. I think a savings goal really is something that helps drive you to do the No Spend Year in the first place. For me, it's a house, right? I could spend $6,000 on, a bunch of random crap, or I could save another $6,000 for a house and get a house, get what I want, right? And I want that more. So a savings goal, something that you want more than all these little expenses, is something that you need to have driving behind you during your No Spend Year. Another thing that I recommend doing for a No Spend Year is a budget. I didn't really have a budget before. Now I track all my income, but I don't really track my expenses too carefully. I just went to my bank account, said here's the expenses for this month, here's the expenses for this month, and so on and so forth. But a budget really helps you understand exactly what you're spending on. And you need to understand everything that you're spending on, and it's cool to know everything that you're saving on as well. So you definitely need a budget throughout a No Spend Year. And budgeting is really not that hard. It doesn't have to be as difficult as it seems to be for some people, as it may have been made out to be for you in the past. My budgeting, golly, I didn't even really budget just per se. I just tracked my expenses. I just said, okay, here's, oh wow, I didn't budget. Well, still, I recommend a budget, or at least just tracking your expenses and understanding what you're spending money on. And then I want to say that you should also plan for unplanned expenses. You're going to go through the year. You're going to be like, oh, I'm going to spend money on all this. And then something's going to come up. You're like, well, I didn't think of that. That's okay. Unplanned expenses are going to happen during a No Spend Year. For me personally, I got sick. So, some medical supplies. I needed to sleep, and so I could go to work. So I got some NyQuil. But I didn't spend a ton, just enough to get by. And then also batteries, right? Actually, I don't think I spent on this during the No Spend Year, but batteries is a good example because you should also address any unplanned expenses. Look at them very closely and understand whether it's a need or a want, whether it's actually necessary. In the case of batteries, if it's your key for your car, yes, it's an absolute necessary expense. You can't drive your car without it, so get some batteries. But if it's batteries for an electric shaver and you have some manual ones, maybe you can go that month or year or whatever without the electric shaver. So look at your unplanned expenses closely when they do come up, but just understand that you're going to have a couple. So another thing about the No Spend Year is that it is a difficult endeavor, especially for a year, except it's varying levels. It kind of depends. For me, it really wasn't that difficult. I didn't spend a ton of money beforehand. Actually, I did. I spent $6,000 more. But regardless, I didn't go out and do a whole lot of things eventful before then. And, everything that you're not spending on, every little piece combined together is going to be something that you probably want to spend money on, right? It's going to be something you're going to look at and be like, darn, I'm doing this No Spend Year. But that's okay. And that will make it more difficult the more outgoing and eventful your life is, or less difficult if you are like me and you spend most of your time away from work at home, and most of your time playing games or just talking to your friends through social media or just watching YouTube movies, whatever you're doing. For me, it was fun. The No Spend Year, I got to do all these fun. I find tracking all this data fun. So it wasn't difficult at all. But for some people, it might be a little more difficult. Final thoughts on the No Spend Year, right? It is a neat challenge. It's something I think it's worth doing even if you're not doing it for a year, even if you're just doing a month or a couple months, it's going to change the way you think about your expenses a little bit in a good way. And, it's also, as much as I said in the difficulty rambling section, that it's something that's going to take away from all these things that you do, it can open you up to do new things that are free, like taking your bike out or running or walking or going to the park. And then it also brings in this, for me, like I said, it's fun. It brings in a new thing that you are doing, which is a no spend year. You're going to spend some of your time doing all your no spend year activities, and you might enjoy that. So that's it. A no spend year. Pretty cool endeavor. If you want some advice on a no spend year, or you need help setting something up, or you just want to see exactly how I did something, send me a message through Discord. I have my Discord linked on my YouTube somewhere. Good luck, have fun, and save some money. Go buy a house or something. I don't know. See ya.